Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. As always, I'm your host, J2 John Jeremy, and like I mentioned in the last video, this will be a post-production commentary video sort of thing, due to the fact that I am a dumbass and had my microphone unmuted for a good 45 minutes or so. So, right here, we've declared war in Andalusia. We are making our way, unifying our armies to try to take back, well, not take back, but liberate these counties from the hold of the Muslims in Spain. I'm not taking anything back, because it wasn't mine to begin with, but the whole world's mine. Let's just put it like that for the time being. So, as you notice, Mauritania is also red. They've already joined the war against us, allying with Andalusia. Not surprising, but they can't really do much to us anyway because of the fact that they're just so weak in general. Excuse me. Let's see here now. Yep, just dropping off some military troops. I'm hoping it'll just be able to steal this territory before Andalusia's like, hey buddy, what are you doing over there in Spain? Because right now they're focusing in the Holy Roman Empire territories. So Mauritania's like, hey, we've got an army still, somewhat. We can fight. And I'm like, aw, damn it. I did something different this time around in that I kind of like separated my armies, and then rather than having one huge massive fleet pick up each individual army, I kind of had it so that individual armies were picked up by individual fleets. Kind of made things easier. A little bit more of a micromanaged situation, but I'm okay with that. We do have a very powerful army, though, I must say so myself. King Simon and his ancestors have cultivated Scotland well. Stupid Lothian. I hate that guy. All Lothians seek to betray me eventually. That guy was no different. Just something about that name. Lothian. Like, I loathe you, Lothian. That's annoying right there. The fact that if you disband an army when there's a kind of like a Civil War-ish thing going on, if the game considers it like enemy troops, and it'll severely impact your troop there should you try to disband it. Okay. So we've got some fighting going on right now, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a small army. Go big army, go. There we go. Won that battle, got a prisoner out of it. I never really do much with my prisoners, though. Not unless they're vassals of mine anyway to begin with. Stupid Northumberland, I hate that guy too. Just because. They're like, oh wait, what happened to my armies up here? Oh, there they are. Forgot about those guys. I keep mentioning this in my other videos when I'm fighting Muslim territories, but it's just got to be stressed. You have to watch out for supply lines. I mean, the way the game works, supply lines and the lack thereof can severely impact your troop Total force. After a month. I mean, it's just insane how much you can get rid of. And like, you don't even see it like coming. It's just like, oh, if you don't have your eye on it, boom, it's gone. You're like, oh shit, I just lost 20,000 men for no reason. Other than the fact that the land can't feed me, but, you know, that's besides the point. Andalusia, Andalusia. This game would have been much different if we had struck out against the Muslims back when they were splintered out, but we were too busy focusing on trying to get Ireland and England, and we still haven't really gotten England yet. 200 years into the game, I'm still not King of England, god damn it. One day that will happen, and when that day comes, I will be pleased. I was hoping Simon would be able to do it, because Simon is, after all, known as the Great. But, we shall see. He's already getting into his 50s now. So I'm hoping to assault the castle and decrease the amount of time I'm stuck there in Andalusia before the enemy decides, hey, let's bring over 30,000 men for no reason. Other than the fact that, you know, there's no way my force can fight against that. So unfortunately, I'm not able to assault the holdings there for too long. They've got like 2,000 man, 2,000 man garrisons is the word I'm looking for, and yeah, can't do that. Gotta have over 20,000 man armies for that, and I already talked about supply lines, and that would just make things worse. Reason I say 20,000 is, like I think I mentioned this like many episodes ago. It's like it was recommended to me that your best bet when it came to sieging and assaulting castles is if you have 10 times the number of men that are defending. So I kind of go by that number. Sometimes I'll break it, sometimes I'll go when it's lower, and I do get more casualties because of it. So I'm just chasing that art. I'm just chasing Mauritanian armies now, trying to make them weaker. For that, so that when we're finished with our war here in Andalusia, I might be able to go against Mauritania quickly, more quickly, quicker. I think that's the right word. I don't know. It's late. Uh-oh. All right. Got another prisoner. Thought for a second my video froze there. I'm very pissed. Now we go ahead and take out that army. Get some more prisoners out of it. Hopefully. Goddamn peasants. Alright, more prisoners. In the meantime, while all this is going on and I'm fighting all these armies, remember, our main armies are still in Andalusia, capturing territory there. Gotta keep an eye out over there because, as you can see, Andalusia is starting to merge its armies in an attempt to fight back. So my decision was to make my way back towards that area. That bastard army, I remember that. Pissed me off. Or let him rot. I don't answer prisoner requests from people that annoy me. So as you can see, there's a peasant rebellion right there in Anti-Atlas. And we'll be taking care of that soon enough. Yep, there we go. So we actually managed to get a claim on something here, and if I recall correctly, it was a claim on the Duchy of Norfolk in England. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. Remember, the Duchy of Norfolk is currently held by the Byzantine Empire, although they do rebel often in that area, so I'm hoping that if they rebel again, we may be able to do a quick strike and seize control of that those territories, and then finally declare myself King of England. You know, finally. So now I'm going after the Andalusian army, because it's growing stronger and stronger. I want to make sure that they don't have the opportunity to come back at me. And this was dumb on my part. I actually left my Chancellor there, and he in the same place he was before, and he actually managed to get a claim on the County of Norfolk now. And I was like, I don't want the County of Norfolk claim. Get the hell out of here. Move on to Bedford. Go get me a claim in Bedford. Alright. So our army is attacking the Andalusian force right now. This is how you strike. You know, make quick strikes against weaker forces. Get back onto your boats, then head off to the next, you know, army target, and continue moving off from there. That's a good way of doing it. People keep dying. I'm like, why are all these messages here? Oh, I've been ignoring them the entire time I've been at war. Most of them are just, hey, you're being sieged. Hey, you're sieging. Hey, you're being sieged. I decided to go after the second peasant rebellion over there in Chester. In the meantime, we'll take a look down here at Andalusia. We've just about conquered a good portion of the territory there. Guy won't surrender, though. Back onto our boats. And there it is, folks. Andalusia surrenders to yours truly. The entire Duchy of Sevilla will now belong to Scotland. We emerged victorious. Very, very pleased with this. So we take 5 pieces of territory from Andalusia. Well, 5 counties. Also some baronies, cities, and churches, obviously. We have united the northern African coastline with our southern Spanish coast, for at least at the tips there. I think that's called the Gibraltar Strait, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But But we've united those two pieces of territory, which is fine by me. We've weakened Andalusia. And now we have to give away a whole bunch of shit. And this actually is starting to be a problem for us because of the fact that our family is kind of young and spread out. A lot of them are heirs of another territory, and we're not all Scottish. We've got some Britons, we've got some Polish still. So it's getting slightly harder to find suitable county landholders for newly conquered territories. It is getting to be more difficult in that regard. So right now we're just giving away a whole bunch of cities and bishoprics right now. Nothing too exciting here at this point. And it happens, you know. It's the cost of doing business when it comes to taking all these pieces of land. Now, a lot of you suggested, J², why don't you just give the one county holder control of the county capital, the city, and the church? The reason I don't do that is because I don't want to give the county holder more power than a single castle, if I can't help it. Because you grant a county holder control over a city, he gets access to the taxes. Same thing with the church, at least directly. Obviously he'll get pieces of the pie indirectly, because he's the county holder, but it's different than when you control it directly, and you weaken your vassals in case any one of them tries to rebel. There have been some instances where dukes have rebelled against me, and then single counties have not within that same dukedom because of the fact that I am more popular than that duke. You know, things like that happen a lot. So right now we're looking through all of our Dunkeld lists right now. I think that's Donald Dunkeld that we want to go ahead and give a county to. We're actually going to go ahead and give him Sevilla, if I'm not mistaken. And that means he will become our new duke there eventually. See, I have control right now of 3 baronies. I'm going to give them to him. I just have to make sure that he will remain loyal to me. He and his successors will remain loyal to me at all times. That's me trying to figure out. Remember the names of the damn baronies. I forget. And of course, obviously, I'm not going to say them now, but I was horribly mispronouncing every single Spanish word that was on that thing, just like I've mispronounced every other single foreign word to my mind that has ever been written in this game that I've tried to speak. Case in point, anything Scottish, anything Welsh, Irish sometimes. All I know, guys, is English. I'm sorry. And that's American English, too. American English is different in that we kind of make our own rules when it comes to what can and cannot be said, or in what way, shape, or form should a word be said. And I'm actually I'm going into a southern accent right now, in a Southern American accent. You guys gotta understand, see, that the actual pronunciations of these names is something far beyond anything I can ever say. Oh God. It's hot, guys, and I'm in a room with no air conditioner at the time being, no window to speak of, and it's pretty hot and humid where I am right now, so forgive me if I go a little off the rails during this episode or over the course of today. But well, it's not a bad accent if I do say so myself. Oh man, I gotta stop that. Get in trouble. You better stop making fun of me. Alright. Stop it. J2, stop. Stop. So, at this point, I'm just giving away titles now to kids because I simply do not have any grown adults that can take these titles. I do have grown adults, but they are already heirs or soon-to-be heirs or already county holders, and you kind of want to keep everything separate, again, because of the fact that you don't want any one vassal to become too powerful. Case in point, our biggest vassals are Brittany and Marrakesh. Each have 6 pieces of territory, if I'm not mistaken. So those are our most powerful guys, and I hate it every time one of them, especially Brittany. Brittany loves to rebel for some reason. And that's some reason being that I installed a Breton on the throne instead of a Scottish guy because I thought it would be easier, but it wasn't. So, yeah, there's that. Look, there's Brittany anyway, attempting to try to rebel, the bastard. And, that's why I hate Brittany, folks. So I'm just going to send him a gift and shut him the hell up. Speaking of Brittany, right? So that's all set. We finished giving away all the pieces of territory there in southern Spain. So our next target, again, would probably be Mauritania, you know, flipping between the two. Considering Mauritania is still pretty weak due to the last beating we gave him. I also have a lot of prisoners right now, so I decided that I was going to go ahead and release one to gain the +10 for releasing a prisoner opinion with each of my vassals, and for the rest of them I was just going to ransom them. I could have killed him. I probably should have killed him. But I didn't really feel like it at the time, so I just decided to ransom the majority of them. Donald's still in there. I'll never ransom his ass. He's just going to stay there in jail. The bastard. Yay, we're getting all this money now. Money is good. Damn plotters. End your plot. Yeah, we had a troubadour random event. That's right, I remember that now. And I didn't know if I had charitable, so I wanted to go ahead and double check on that. I did not, so bam, charitable. I am now charitable. Hooray. And here is the goody gumdrops edition. Mauritania decided to rebel, split into 3. There is Mauritania in southern Spain. There is Fez in northern Africa, and there's also Tlemcen, also in northern Africa. And now they're split in 3. So this is me rushing to find out if I can, in fact, take some territory there. And I'm looking for all the armies that I did not already disband. There's the major one right there. Whoops. Forgot that guy. And then there's one of the Canaris Islands that I can't see yet for some reason. Nope. You failed. Get rid of them. You forgot to declare war. That's right. I love seeing myself make a mistake like that. It's funny. I still can't declare war because I'm like, well, where's the damn army? Oh wait, it's down here in the Canaris Islands. Oh, and that means there's going to be one over there in the Middle East too. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And that should be the last of it. We should be able to declare war now. And I decided that I was going to go ahead and declare war against both Fez and the other rebelling county, Tlemclen or whatever it was, going to rebelling duchy, rather. So I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to declare war against him, and I'm going to declare war against the other guy, because no matter what, all three territories were going to be hostile to me anyway. So I was like, why not declare war against both of them? So next time on Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, we face off to gain 2 duchies at the same time. We can do this. I know we can do this, and you know we can do this. Now let's go ahead and watch ourselves do it next time. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing out, saying so long, take care, and God